Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's 2 o'clock, Tech Thursday. Nice to see all of you here. It's Virginia and
Hi,
Liz.
everybody.
We are so excited because I think today we have like news to announce, right? So makes it really exciting. This is an exciting Tech Thursday. Um, since you're on Facebook, you probably already have seen our post about it. Liz, what is new this week, or next week, I should say, on June 1st?
Starting Monday, June 1st, the Port Moody Library will be offering curbside pickup.
Woohoo! And you can finally get rid of your
All the
library books
loans you
want to.
borrowed before the closure. That's right.
That's right. All the library books that you have helped us to take care of, you have shared your home with them. You know, they've extended long stay at your home. Thank you so much for taking good care of them. And if you want to, finally, you'll be able to drop them off and send them back home to the library. So thank you. Thank you for that. So curbside pickup is starting June 1st and book returns. And we would have there's a whole web page that we have created with all sorts of, ooh, there you go, fancy. Port Moody Public Library. This is a new thing that we've just discovered that this can do. portmoodylibrary.ca/curbside. It is our friendly URL that you can click on and find out all you need to know about how curbside pickup works. So basically, how does that work, Liz? Just a quick summary of it.
Sure. Well, as Virginia mentioned, starting Monday, June 1st, not a moment or day before, we will have curbside pickup available and also be accepting returns at our book drop located at the front of the building where the Civic Center Circle is for specified hours and specified days during the week. So that will be Monday through to Saturday from 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Outside of those hours, we will not be offering the curbside or allow for returns to be in the bin. That's so we can ensure that we have the appropriate staffing levels as well as safety measures in place to handle all of those curbside pickups and returns in a safe and healthy manner.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So all your books, when you return them, you will see that we want to make sure that because it's safety, your well-being is our priority. So we want to make sure that we follow the right procedures. So when you return your books, they are going to go into quarantine for 72 hours. So it's kind of like they're traveling back from other countries. Coming 72 hours, they're going to stay in quarantine. And so you will notice that the books that you return will still be on your account for the next 3 days. Don't worry about it because we are just keeping them safe. And then after 72 hours, we will check them in and check them off your account. So you see if they will be gone from your account. And then we'll make them available for other people to borrow again. If you find out that even more than 72 days is still not checked out, again, don't worry about it. It depends because it's kind of hard to get how many books we're going to get returned one day. So it may take more than 72 hours. Again, don't worry about it. There's not going to be any fines at this moment. We have waived all the fines during this period. So don't worry about it. If you are returning things and you notice that they're still on your account, if you are unable to make it to the library, that's also okay. You know, your books probably love your home. They love to stay there. So don't worry about it. You know, you can keep them, until you're ready to come and visit the library. So don't stress about it. Just they can stay with you.
We will be here when you are ready to return your items, and eventually one day we will open our doors again. So rest assured.
Yeah, and I see that Emily is very excited of book return. Because you have a few days. You have a few days to find all the books because, like you said, they might be there all kind of around your house. Take your time to find your books. And today we're going to show you, of course, and you probably know Emily, but how you can manage your account and look at what you've got out to make sure you check them all off and make sure you have gathered all of them from your house and bring them back. So yeah, so that is the book return part. And curbside, Liz?
Yeah, so much as you may have seen with retail organizations during this time, during curbside pickup, we'll have a phone number you need to call. But before you do that, you can place holds using our website, and Virginia will show you how to do that today and how to manage your account, and also pick and choose your holds if you're a really prolific reader and hold placer. So you can place your holds on our website, again, starting June 1st, not a moment earlier. So if you try now, it's going to say it doesn't work, but it will work on June 1st. Or if you prefer to talk to a person or need some reading recommendations, have some questions, you can also call us at our information desk line. That phone number will be, again, on our website, portmoodylibrary.ca/curbside.
Did you see this again?
Yes, thank you, Virginia. I love that. It's so awesome. So you can head to that URL if you need a refresher on, okay, what were the steps again? Don't worry, they're all on the website for you. And it'll be clear as mud for you. So you can place up to 10 holds. That's what we're recommending is the maximum at this time based on, again, staffing levels and making sure that we can handle everything in a safe manner, both for our staff and for all of you at home. So once you have placed your items on hold, you'll need to wait for either an email or a phone notification. And that notification from the library will let you know when your items are ready. So that way you're not coming to the library unnecessarily before your items are available or packaged up for you. Just hang tight, bear with us. We appreciate your patience while you wait for that holds notification. From the date of that notification, you will have 7 days, and that date will be specified to you when you're notified. If you do need special assistance with picking up your items, we are happy to help however best we can. Again, you can give us a phone call. The number is on the website, and we'll be able to make special arrangements with you. Now, after that, once you've got that notification, you've come on down to the library. Be sure to line up in front of the library in a safe social distancing way. We'll have markers for that. And when you're first in line, all you have to do is give us a phone call at the phone number posted on our front door. Staff will have your items checked out already and packaged, ready to hand over to you. Totally contactless, and you can go home and read happy.
Excellent. Very, very good summary of how the curbside works. Excellent. So yeah, so we will definitely, and thank you again, because this is like sort of new to us. We're all just like seeing how this is going to work. So thank you for all your patience. You know, if you don't get your holds right away, you know, thank you for being patient with us. You know, we will try our best to make sure everybody has something to read as soon as we can. And Emily is saying how, you know, let's hope that the system doesn't crash like those camping reservations.
Due to popular demand.
Yeah, it would be interesting because I think we, you know, I can see already on our Facebook that people are already trying to put placeholds on, you know, and finding out that, like Liz said, it didn't work because it doesn't start until June 1st. So yeah, like it's clearly everybody is eager to get some materials to read, which is so nice for us to know that everybody love to read so much. It is so good.
People love their library. So
exactly. Super exciting.
That's great. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah. So we really, really appreciate that. And I guess we'll find out how the system handles it.
We shall see.
We'll be fine. And I think that's what we kind of wanted to show you today. We thought like, okay, well, let's just make sure everybody has a way to place holds, know how to do that, and also, like Liz said, manage your whole list. So do we have anything else to cover before we move into the actual tech portion of this? Probably good.
I think we've got it. If anybody needs a refresher on any of the points we've had today, we have information about what to expect when you're doing your curbside pickup, the safety measures we have in place, and also how you can help us with physical distancing and whatnot. All of that information, all the details are on our website.
And at this moment, we still have to keep our building closed for now, so the building won't be open. But we will look forward to seeing you through the glass, through the nice big windows that we have, and talking to you over the phone and handing you your reading materials. So, all right, so let's get to the tech portion. It is Tech Thursday after all. So I'm going to share my screen now so we can take a look at how just this holds work and some of the tricks that we can use. And Liz, feel free to jump in at any given point when I'm missing things so that we can do this. So let me share my screen now. Yeah, I love the screen. This is like this crazy screen in screen thing. I don't know how this works. Okay, all right. So, before I forget, maybe I should go here first. All right, so this is the curbside page that we've been keep talking about and keep referring to. So as you can see here, we've got all the information, when the hours of opening and operation, I should say, and how curbside pickup works. 3 easy steps. All the phone numbers are there for you. The book returns and also the safety measures, just as it says. So this is the page that you can refer to when you need to know how curbside works. So to put things on hold, to make sure you get your books, we are going to go over to our catalog, which is our the other side of our website, where many of you are probably familiar with. That is how you manage your account. So I'm going to go over to my page now. It's right here. Liz, I don't know when is the last time you look at this page. It's been a while for me.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a while, right? I look at the ebook catalog page a lot, but I haven't seen this one in a while. But it is here, so welcome back to the catalog page. So the first thing you want to do when you get to a catalog page is probably to sign in. If you have never created an account, so you have a library card, but you have never created an account just yet, and you have never used the online version of how you manage your account, it's very, very simple. Once you land onto the page, which you can get basically from any of our regular web page sites, there's the catalog there, or you can just click on login right at the top and you'll be able to sign into the catalog page. So on the catalog page, when you click login, what you want to do is just click on login. If this is your first time, so I have a library card here that I have not used yet. So if you want to do that, you can, when you sign in, it will tell you whether you have an account or not. So I know sometimes people are like, oh, I don't remember if I signed up or not. Well, let's find out. So the first time you use it, just use the library barcode number, which is the first, actually, I have a copy. I think, oh, there you go. That's the number on your library card. And you can see there's 2 ways for you to sign in. So you have the barcode, which is your library barcode, or your username. So we'll talk about the username in just a second. The PIN is the last 4 numbers of your phone number. So give that one a try. Again, if you have any problem signing in, or you're like, oh, I don't remember the phone number that I used when I signed up for a library card, and it's been a while and I've changed numbers, please give us a call. We will help you sort all that out. So what I'm going to do is to click on login. If you are using your home computer and you're always, you don't want to have to type this number every single time, you can click this checkbox, say remember me on this device, so that the next time you come in, it will show you your library card number, but you will still have to enter your PIN just for your privacy and security sake. But at least the number will be there, so you don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to click on login. And because I have never used this card before, this is the step that you'll see, is that they'll ask you like, oh, welcome to your new catalog. Let's create an account. So apparently, when we sign up for this library card, we have no first name. So I am just going to put library as a very creative first name here. And I'm going to leave everything there for now. because when you sign up for a library card, these two fields have already probably been filled in, so it should already be there or not. Because this is a test card for us, so that's why it's not filled in. So I'm just going to leave it for now, and I'm going to click next. Get rid of that. And this is probably the hardest part of the whole process, which is to find a username that no one in the world has chosen just yet. That is like the hardest part. Once you pass this pass, then everything should be a breeze. So once you find a username, you can check out the terms of use, and then if you are ready to accept it, click on this box and then click register, and your online account will be created. The next page that you're going to see will basically ask you one extra question, which is whether you would like us to remember and keep a borrowing history for you. Usually, when you return a book, after you return it, it's gone from the system because we don't keep lists of what you have borrowed because that's none of our business. Once you're finished returning the book, it's gone. However, there is an advantage if you want to keep lists because sometimes you might be like, especially for people who read a lot of books in a series, or if you read a lot of, like, say, James Patterson book, for example, like he has written like a lot of books. So sometimes you're like, have I not read this one? It's a nice way to keep, so you can kind of look back on your list and see which book you have read and which you have not. It's also nice to see like which part, like which volume in the series that you have already read. If you like to like kind of go from series to series. So it is kind of handy to have that borrowing history, but you do not have to enable it. But if you want to, that is the next page will ask you that one question. And once that is done, then you are ready to go. So I'm going to switch over to my other tab here, and I'm going to actually use an account that we actually have some sample examples on there, so you can see how to manage your host list and how to manage your checkout list. So I'm going to log in. Again, the PIN number is the last four numbers of your phone number. So let's log in here, and our fellow staff member, Heather has given this patient a very, very creative name. So if I can sign in, we'll be able to show you what that is. So now I have signed into my library. The first page you see is what they call a dashboard. It's basically show you a quick list of some of the key items that you have. So you can see already, you can go straight to what you have already borrowed on your card and what you've got on hold. So apparently our username is Mactesi Elphus. So that's our username. So next time when I want to log into my account, and this comes in handy if you are, for example, traveling and you want to like go into your account and do something. Sometimes you may not have your library card handy with you, but you know your username. So you can actually sign in using your username or your library card number. So here you can see my username is here. It is also now shown on top where my originally is set login. So you know that you already logged in. Of course, if you are at home, like you can probably do the remember me so that you have to keep remembering what username or what library card you have used. So now we're in here. There is these quick links here, so you can see what you've got checked out and what you've got on hold. If you put your mouse over on top of your name in the yellow box here on the button, if you click on that little drop-down box, you see the same choices: your checkout, your on hold, and then some other shelves that we will talk about in a second. So same kind of links here. So I'm going to use this link to go to my checkout. So for Emily, for example, who is trying to gather all the books around her house, this might be a handy way to just double check to make sure you have got all of them. So these are the books that you have checked out. So you can see here what the books are, when they are due. So the due date is right there. And again, at this point, we have like really extended to far out. And there's also no late fees. So please do take your time returning your books. You don't have to get rid of them right away. If you don't want to, or if you do, that's fine. Book drop open on Monday. So it's going to tell you when they are due. And then, of course, maybe not right now because you have those books sitting in your house forever and ever already. But if on a regular basis, if you are not done and you want to renew your books, and so that you can have another 3 weeks, you can click on renew to renew your books. Of course, if someone already has a hold on it and they're on the waiting list, then you won't be able to renew it, and the system will tell you that. But this is how you can see all the books you have got right now. So I can see Alphys Maktesti has some interesting choices here. So got those ones there. So that is how you can check your existing books that are out. I'm going to go over to my host list now, or maybe we can, Liz, what do you think? We should put something on hold first, right? Probably.
Yeah, that's probably going to be helpful, as I'm sure it'll be a popular option for people for curbside.
All right, so let's do that first. So on the search box up there in the corner here, you can type in the search term. You can just leave it as a keyword, or if you want to be more specific about it, you can search by title, author, series. Really, keyword is probably just fine. That's what I use all the time. So let's see, think of a book that, since I was so bad today at the lunchtime game, I think I should really read Anne of Green Gables.
Gonna get around to finally reading that, huh?
Right, that's what I should really do, so that I know that the person is Gilbert. But anyway, so there's my Anne of Green Gables. As you can see, from some of the books, if they have editions, for example, you usually see multiple listings, and it actually tells you that there's different versions of it. So, for example, we have a graphic novel of that. That sounds like it. We have looks like there's some ebook of Anne of Green Gables there. And then we have, another set of ebooks and audiobooks, and also the fiction and all that. So all your choices, you can see lots of different choices. Another nice thing about it is like if you don't feel like waiting, there's also suggestions for well, these books are all out right now. What else can I read? You can also do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to put a hold on one of these versions, so you can see that they're out. So I'm going to click on place hold, and all you have to do basically is place hold, and then you can confirm, and you're ready to go. So I'm just going to click confirm here, and now it's telling me that I put a hold on the list, successful, check mark green, and that I'm number 2 in line for this book. Right, so that's as easy as that. So now you can see that it switched over to whether I want to cancel the hold, because the system knows I already have a hold in it. So now instead of giving me the place hold option, I can cancel it if I want to, which I am going to do. Again, very easy. Click on cancel hold, and then just go cancel hold. And then it tell me that successfully cancel my hold. And then now again, you can see the button switch back to place a hold. And that is that easy to place hold. And you can do that for any format of the book. You can do the audiobook, you can do the ebook, it's all the same process to do so.
So Virginia.
Yeah.
So just to clarify for everybody at home, you can place holds on items that are currently checked out to somebody else. And you can also place holds on items that are sitting in the library.
That's right. That's right. So the status here will tell you whether it's copies in use, which means it's checked to someone at the moment. Then anything that's available is available right now in the library. So yeah, so those, of course, this is an ebook, so it's not technically in the library, it's somewhere in the virtual space, but it is, you can place hold on any of the items, like doesn't matter what the status is, basically. All right, so now that we've done a bunch of holds, let's take a look at Alphys list. So I'm going to go back to my top here, click on the yellow button and go to the on hold list. And now we're going to take a look at how to deal with the holds. As Liz pointed earlier, when curbside pickup start, some of you may already have a bunch of holds that are that you have placed previous to our library closure. Some of you may be starting fresh. Maybe you have no holds yet. So that should be fairly straightforward. But if for those of you who have a bunch of holds and you want to see if I have 9 holds, Alphys probably doesn't want all 9 of them at the same time. He might want to pick and choose. So that's what we're going to do and see how you want to manage it. So Alphys has a number of different kinds of things there. So let's take a quick look. So first of all, we've got one here. You can tell it's story, one of my favorite chapter book. And it is, you can see that we've got placeholder. The next one on the list is not ready yet, so it's there. We have a picture book here. We have, fantasy, so on and so forth. And you can see that here. I have got some of the books you see that has an asterisk at the name, and you will also see in the date here is actually something in the future, because when you see that, that means this is a book that is on order, so it hasn't been published yet. So if this book is not going to be published until November, I don't have to worry about it. Right? I can leave it right there. I don't have to deal with this book because I'm not going to get it anyway, so that's fine. I don't have to worry about it. The next one we can see, same thing. There's another on order book. You can see, it's published in April. It's still saying on order. Do I want to get it now? Do I not want to get it now? Maybe I don't. Maybe like it's there. I'm not really ready for it yet. So what do I do with those? So that's just one way you can kind of take a look. Anything that is sort of on order, you can see on order. If they're going to be like not even published yet, I would say you can probably leave it. Don't have to worry about it, because they won't count as your 10 holds basically. But it's all the other ones that you might want to kind of take a look and see what you want to do with. This one here is an ebook, so you can see it also show any ebook and any downloadable audiobook that you have put on hold on the same list. So again, this one I don't have to worry about it because it's an ebook. But let's go back to some of those ones that we have up here. Which one do I want first? Well, say for example, like, oh, I really, 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 really want to read Dory again, so I want to keep this one. I'm going to leave it. But Petra, this picture book, I don't actually need it right now. Maybe you've already read it, or maybe, or it's like, I don't need it. So I'm going to cancel the hold. So I'm going to click cancel here. And one of the things when you cancel a hold is you have an option to put it in your for later shelf. And what that is that that's not the same as your whole shelf. It's just kind of like a wish list almost. It's a list of books that you want to remember at some point you want to go back to reading. Or at some point you want to borrow it, but not right now. So this is like you're just gonna cancel the whole, but keep a reference of it. Just keep it on your wish list so you remember it later on. And this is really handy, even when you're browsing books and you are looking for some books and suddenly you saw something, you're like, wow, like that sounds good, but I don't have time to read it right now. You can always put it in your for later. So it's different from your host list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, yes, keep a reference of it so that I don't forget Petra, and I'm going to cancel my hold. The same process as like before, and it should just disappear from our list. And it will give you a message at the bottom here saying that has successfully canceled your hold, and you'll see that it's no longer on your list. Now I have 8 items instead of 9. Petrographers. I would like to read it, but not quite ready yet. I still want to keep my place on the host list, but maybe I want it yet. Maybe this is not the I want right now. I really want Dory, but I really want to do this. Another option, instead of just canceling your hold, is what we call pausing your hold. So it's kind of like suspending it. So what will happen is that, especially for books that you are, like say for example, the long reading list, you are number 5 on the list out of 25. Well, if you cancel your hold, you're going to lose your place, which means you have to read all over again. You don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it. I'm going to suspend it until I am ready to get it. And then I can pick a day when I'm ready again. The nice thing about suspending your hold and pausing your hold is that you will still be moving up your list. So you're still going in front of the line, but it's just that you will not get the item until you say. That's a nice thing about it. People use this quite a bit when they are going on vacation and they don't want to miss their holds. Pausing your holds is a really great choice for that. So I'm going to pause the name of the win, and you can see when I click the button, it's going to give me a choice to select date. So I'm going to say, don't let me know about this book until July 1st, for example. So pick date. And then now you can see here, I've got July 1st here, and I'm going to say, yes, please go back. Or if you change your mind, you can say, no, just go back. I don't want to do this. But we're going to say, yes, pause your hold. So now successfully pause hold. So you can see that it's gone from my host queue, but we have now a new category up on the left-hand side here that say pause. So you know that it is something that we have pause. I realized I should have expanded my screen. What was I doing? Pause holds. So you can see, if I click on that, I will see the name of the win over there. I have temporarily pause it. So that's another thing you can do. and you're like, oh, I have like 100 holds, and this is gonna be so tedious. It's gonna take forever. Well, it doesn't have to be that bad because there is this nice handy checkbox there. If you want to do multiple things, multiple items, and you want the same action on them, like for example, you want to cancel all of them or you want to pause all of them, you can do it right using the checkbox. So I'm gonna keep. Okay, owls are good at keeping secret. You can see as I'm doing it, it's going to tell me how many I have selected. I am going to pick this silent patient audiobook. 2 things now selected. I am going to take maybe this Suman Kid new book, and I'm going to select these all 3 of them, and I'm going to go down here and click on manage my items. And it's going to give me, now I have a choice to either cancel all 3, pause all of them, and the thing with doing multiples is that you can pick one date for that, or you can add it to your shelf. So those are some of the options. So I am going to let's cancel all of them, and it's going to ask me, are you sure? And again, give me a choice to add to my for later shelf, so I remember what they are, which I'm going to do, and I'm going to say yes, cancel all your holds. So now you can see I have whittled my list down to 4. One of them is never going to show up because it's not going to be published until November. I hope it was earlier, but it's not. So now I have 3, basically 2 books. So that's manageable. I can handle 2 books. So now that's how you can kind of manage your list and figure out if you have lots of them. See maybe which are the 10 that you want first. And then make sure that those are the ones that are on your list, your active list, and then the rest of them you can either decide to cancel them or you can pause them until you're ready for them. So that is basically how you can manage your whole list. Liz, is there anything else that I missed?
That was great, Virginia. Great overview of managing your loans and your holds, especially in the catalog. We probably should mention something about ecards right now for anybody who may have applied for a library card since the middle of March online through our website.
Yes, when I was going through that, I'm like, oh yeah, ecards, and I completely forgot. Thank you. Yeah, so ecards is currently only good for using, downloading ebooks and using some of our online resources that we have talked about in the last many weeks. So hope you're enjoying those online resources. But ecards, unfortunately, because they are ecards, they're not going to work on the physical item. So you won't be able to borrow or place hold in the catalog using your e-card. But that's okay because we want to make sure that if you want to convert your e-card, we want to make sure that you have a way to do it. So just give us a shout, give us a call, send us an email, and our staff will figure out a way to verify. Basically, we need to verify your address. And once we've done that, then we can make it into a regular card so that you can borrow not just electronic materials. So it will still work for electronic materials, but you can also borrow all the books in the library. So do give us a call if you would like to convert your e-card into a regular card. Thank you for the reminder.
No worries.
We forget about it.
Awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. And it's great. So because we want to make sure everybody get cards and make sure that you can make use of all of it. So, come do give us a call if you want to change your e-card into a regular card.
I do want to stress, since we're talking about e-cards and digital services, I do want to stress that during this time, even though we've started opening up services a bit more with the curbside, digital services are still going strong. Your access to all of the databases, all the ebooks, all the audiobooks, all the e-magazines, all the e-newspapers, language learning, video learning, consumer reports, so many things. Those e-cards are still valid. Please keep using these resources, keep staying safe. We are also continuing to deliver some awesome programs where you can socialize with other people online, programs for people of all ages. So we do hope that you'll still continue to see us there, as well as using curbside, if that is what you choose to do.
That's right. Yeah. And if you're like, what newspapers? What language learning? That sounds interesting. Well, on the Facebook Live, you will be able to find all the videos that we did, giving a very short introduction on all those other services. If you have not yet try out reading an online magazine on your phone or your tablet, your computer. If you have not yet read newspapers or like download ebooks, we have tutorials on all of that. So please do visit those videos again, and then you can take a look. Any questions about them, like we'd be happy to answer all of them and help you out on how to get all of that set up. And yeah, like Liz said, like whenever you are ready, we'll be here for you. And if you are not quite ready yet, please do continue to stay in touch online, because we will be here. Lots of really great programs going on. So we're always here for you. And I know everybody craves seeing people's faces these days. So it's quite nice to be able to see not just people that you know, but also random strangers. Random strangers' faces are also nice. So do check out our online calendar. And should we put up this website again, Liz?
Sure, why not?
Ta-da! There you go. Port Moody Public Library. Port Moody Library.ca/curbside. That's where you find all the information. And then if you are kind of wondering, see whether you type this as processes. If you're wondering about all the electronic things, you can check out our Port Moody Library.ca from home page, which is a library from living room page, where you can find all the links to all the resources, the digital resources that we talk about, and also to all the online programs that we're doing at the moment. All right. Any questions? I know people will come up with questions about curbside, about anything like that. You can message us on Facebook, you can send us email, give us a phone call, get in touch, and we will answer all your questions about it. And so we're looking forward to seeing some of you maybe next week, and pick up your reading materials, and we will wave from the live from inside. All right. Anything else, Liz?
No, I think that's about it in a nutshell.
All right.
Any questions?
Great.
Let us know.
Yes. Okay. So we will talk to you again next Thursday. Bye, everyone. Have a good afternoon.